Yes, guys. What you're saying? Hopefully, you're all doing all right. You're all over it. I mean, we're probably not over it. It was absolute. It was a madness one. It was an absolute madness last night. Yeah, we didn't do our review last night because, to be fair, we stayed on quite late after the game. All the super chats came in last night, so I was reading them out, and we pretty much covered a lot of the stuff that went on last night. We didn't really do a review. Thought it'd be pointless. Everyone wanted to just go to bed. Let's be honest. So we thought we'd let the dust settle, which I think was probably the right move, because I think in them high stakes, high emotional games, especially when it doesn't go your way, you don't want to be you don't want to be too reactionary, you don't want to be saying things that you later regret, man. And you know, I thought it was probably best just to wait a little bit of time. So I'm doing this solo stream now. Jordan's at the cinema again. He loves the movies, innit? Now he's gone to the cinema. This was sort of like yeah, I thought I'd do it a bit later on and it's catch more of you guys. But yeah, I'm going to go through what I believe to be the 5 main reasons why Man City lost that semi-final, you know, tie. And I want to really try and get people to stop just blaming one particular thing. You know what I mean? Because there was a whole host of reasons why Man City are not in the final. There isn't just one reason. There isn't just one reason. We're not in the final because of 5 minutes. There was a whole 180 minutes worth of football before that was played. So I've got 5 reasons that I've got that, in my opinion, are the reasons why City are not in the final. I don't think there's just one particular reason for me. But yeah, we'll go through it. You guys can let me know your thoughts. I'm looking at the chat now just so we can obviously see. Before we get into it, guys, please smash a like on the stream if you've not done so already. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Trying to get to 55,000 subscribers, guys, so please help us out. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos or when we go live as well. Yeah, it's going to be, you know, we've got some big live streams coming up over the next 2 weeks. Obviously, a big end to the season, and we've got big transfer plans. So, yeah, please do that. Please subscribe to the channel and smash a like on it. If you've not done so already, guys, go download the OneFootball app. They sponsor today's stream. Link in the description. Pin comment as well. QR code there as well. It's a sick app, completely free to download, guys. And maybe you're someone who can support us, but if you can't support us in other ways, like the super chats and that, if you can download the app, it's completely free. You do help support the channel, and it is genuinely sick. I wouldn't tell you to download it if it wasn't. You always see me on it during the live watch-alongs, man, so go check it out. Will Coldridge with a 4-month membership. Disappointed with the result, but we move on. Yeah, this is why I wanted to get this done, get this review done, say my piece. You guys can say your piece. I might speak to Big Steve tomorrow. And then that's it. We move. We focus on Newcastle because that's a massive, massive game. And by the way, for the fans that go to the games, you guys have got a massive, massive job on Sunday, sorry. I really genuinely think these players are going to need all the support in the world on Sunday. I'm telling you now. I've seen some people think that it's going to be an easy game, that this will motivate the players. I hope so. I hope they're right. But I'm telling you now, I've seen the pictures of the players before getting on the bus. And if they feel anything like we do, they'll be feeling proper down in the dumps. Bernardo Silva, oh my God, I said before, he looked like he's just doing a stretch of 30 years at Strange Ways. He does not look happy at all. So, yeah, the fans that are going on Sunday, they've got to make the atmosphere positive. They've got to try and not get on the players' backs if mistakes happen. They've got to try and encourage the players, and I'm sure they will. They always do a great job, of course, but it's going to be a massive job for anyone. Right, let me get started then, guys, with the 5 reasons why Manchester City got beaten in this tie. And again, I'm not just looking at last night. This is the thing, and I repeat again, when we beat Real Madrid in that first game and we won 4-3, that meant absolutely nothing. Because you don't get anything for winning one leg. You get something for winning over the course of 2 legs. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't get too gassed after we beat them 4-3. So I'm going to look at the whole leg. I'm going to have a look at the first leg and the second leg. So the first reason why Manchester City are not in this Champions League, in my opinion, is because we're not clinical enough. If you look at that first game, we scored 4 goals. To someone who didn't watch that match, or to someone who's just maybe come to the channel for the first time and doesn't really, and just thinks that we're reactionary, they might think, you scored 4 goals, you're being a knob. For those of us that actually watched that game in full, you will 100% agree with me that we should have scored way more than 4 goals. In my opinion, minimum, I think we should have scored 6. We missed some absolute sitters. Foden needs to learn that that Leroy Sané shot into the bottom corner. I think if he learns that, he's going to get another 10 goals a season. And I'm sure he will, because he's got the talent for it. But you know what I mean? When he gets played on the left-hand channel, and he had one at Anfield, I think it was that? No, this season. He had one at Anfield when Bernardo Silva put him in. And he just needs to learn to just Leroy Sané the ball into the bottom corner. Riyad Mahrez had a couple of chances as well. And I'm sure, you know, this was last week, so I can't really remember all the chances, but I know for a fact, because I remember saying it at the time, that we should have scored more than 4 goals. And again, guys, I say it, we scored 6 or 7, which we probably should have done, as bizarre as it sounds. We go through. We go through to the semi-final. So, guys, let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. Not clinical enough. I thought last night, okay, we scored 1 goal. We didn't have too many chances last night, but we still had a few. It was some good defending, to be fair, from Real Madrid on some of them. But again, we just lacked that killer instinct in front of goal. Hopefully that's going to change when we get Erling Haaland. But yeah, for me, across the 2 legs, we scored, what, 5 goals? I think we needed more. Well, we did need more because we're out of the competition. So obviously we fucking needed more. But yeah, I think in that first leg especially, guys, we should have had that. We should have had that whole tie sewn up after the first 45 minutes. The amount of chances we had, it was incredible. So yeah, that's number 1 on the list. Number 1, 5 reasons why City lost semi-final. We're not clinical enough. Joseph Davidson coming in with a 449. Thanks for the late stream yesterday. Helped with the pain. Neymar and Haaland are both coming. Heard it from a source in my dreams. Well, Haaland, I think he's coming, Joseph. Neymar, not my cup of tea. I think he's too showboaty for me. But yeah. But Haaland, bro. Yeah, he's on the way. And he'll put the ball in the back of the net for sure. Thanks for the super chat, Joseph. And Legan Kai with a 449. Yes, Bray. Lads, last night's just a one small hiccup to the team. We'll be back fighting for the Champions League next year. Well, I hope so. I mean, they will. They will. I don't know. I'm not hoping so. I know they will. And we will win it at some point. You know what I mean? We will win it at some point. I said this last night on the stream. I was on the radio before and I said it again. City will win this Champions League. And when we win it, we'll look back on these painful nights and we'll go, you know what? Maybe it was worth it because it'll mean so much more. Imagine 10 years ago. Imagine 10 years ago, we've qualified for the Champions League and we won it in the first year. It would have been mega, wouldn't it? Don't get me wrong, but the negatives and the disappointment and them hard times, that's what makes a fan. That's what makes a football club, guys. And when we win it eventually, which we will, I'm absolutely positive of that. I'm telling you, it'll mean more. It'll mean more. When we won the Premier League for the first time in 30 years, and we won it in 93-20, it meant so much because we'd not won it for 30-odd years. There was a whole generation of football fans who've never seen us win the league. So that's why it means more. Brian with the 2. If City and Sheikh want multiple Champions Leagues, sack Pep Guardiola. Well, I don't agree with that, Brian. I know there are some fans out there who obviously want Pep out. I don't agree with that personally. I think Pep Guardiola's the best manager in the world. I don't know who you're gonna get, who's gonna guarantee you a Champions League. If you sack Pep, and that's what I'm saying. If people want Pep out, don't just say Pep out. Tell me who you want in as a replacement. I think it gets very difficult because I've thought about it before. I've thought, okay, well, if we got rid of Pep, who would we get? There's not many managers out there, guys, to be honest. I think the quality of manager right now is probably at the lowest that you've seen in a long time. So, you know, grass ain't always greener on the other side, guys. And right now, grass is pretty green anyway. So, not for me. I think Pep's our best manager, and I don't see me ever saying Pep out. Pep Guardiola with a 449. He says, hopefully we can win the Champions League with Haaland next season. Yeah, me too, bro. I think we'll have a much better chance with a striker next season. Right, okay, so, yeah. Reason number 1, not clinical enough. We should have scored more than 4 goals in the first leg. We needed to go to Real Madrid, in my opinion, with more than a goal in the bank. And that's why I wasn't getting gassed after we beat him 4-3. So, yeah, not clinical enough. That's reason number 1. And, of course, last night we had a few chances. Not as many, of course, as in the first leg. But, again, scoring 1 goal with all that attacking talent on display. Not great. Reason number 2, and some of you'll disagree with this, and I've been debating with this people on Twitter today, and I'm not getting into the debate today, but reason number 2, Manchester City were 4-2 up, and in the 82nd minute in the first leg, they were given a penalty. I've proven by showing you the IFAB laws rule of the game 2021 to 2022 that was not a penalty. I've shown it. I've proved it. This isn't a debate over whether Laporte was a handball or not. It wasn't a handball. I've already proved it with many, many different examples that the IFAB provide. So they shouldn't have had that penalty. The rule is simple. If you head the ball and it hits your arm, it's not a penalty. Right? And people will talk about the fact that, yeah, but if he didn't handle the ball, the guy was going to score. It does not mention that anywhere in the laws of the game, so you can't just start making things up. Furthermore, people are saying his arm was in an unnatural position. The rule says if the arm is somewhere as a consequence of their movement or their body position, i.e. him jumping in the air, it's not a penalty. Furthermore, they've provided a video evidence clip of some guy playing for Sweden 5 years ago where he has his arm up above his head. Yeah? We go back all the way up here like that. Smacks it and it hits his arm. And they're saying that's not a penalty. So, look, I'm not getting into it. If you've not seen the original video, I did a live stream last week and I spoke about this. I went into it in great detail. It wasn't a penalty. I proved it. We were robbed. If they didn't get that penalty, we would have won that game 4-2. We go to Real Madrid with a 2-goal cushion. I think we win the game. That's reason number 2. And by the way, you don't have to agree with all these. These are just my opinions. And again, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get people away because I don't think it's healthy for the football club, the players, or the manager at just blaming one in particular reason. So you might not necessarily agree with all these reasons, but I'm just trying to spread the reasoning so people aren't just honing in on one player or one set of players or the manager or whatever, you know? Trying to do my bit. So yeah, that's number 2. That's number 2. Guys, if you've not done so already, please drop a like on the stream. We've got 565 people in the stream. Let's see if we can get up to 300 likes. So please drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. So yeah, I don't get that. Joe, City has a mentality issue. Yeah, this guy saying, Blake says, Lewis, City has a mentality issue. Oh right, you're saying, sorry bro, I thought you said I have a mentality issue. I don't know what the fuck. Well, I'll come to that. That may be one of the reasons. So stay tuned. Lagan Cow, the 449, says, if Kyle Walker plays the first leg, City are in the Champions League final. Why? Because there's only one goal that they scored as a result of the right back, and that was Vinicius Jr. Benzema's first goal had nothing to do with the right back. The ball was swung in from the midfield area. It was Riyad Mahrez who didn't close him down. And Zinchenko was on Benzema, so he couldn't have done anything about that one. And the third one was a handball penalty. So you could say if Kyle Walker stayed fit for the whole game yesterday, we might be in the final. But I'm not sure why the first leg. Okay, they scored 1 goal because Kyle Walker didn't play, but I mean, I guess technically you are right because if they don't score that goal, we're through. But I don't think that's the reason for me. I wouldn't put that in one of the reasons. But you could argue that if he played the full 90 minutes yesterday, James, that he was so good. By the way, Kyle Walker, wow. I don't know if he's watching this. I'm led to believe some of the players watch our videos. And Kyle, if you're watching this, you was fucking sick last night, bro. Like, oh my God, you was unreal. You was unreal. You give 100%. You wanted to come off because you was gassed. And you still went back on, mate. You still went back on after that energy gel pack. You got the extra calories, got that extra boost. You went back on. You slammed it. Yeah, you absolutely slammed it. You made a lot of City fans proud last night, mate. A lot of City fans proud of your performance yesterday. It was just a shame that you couldn't finish out the 90 minutes, but it is what it is, isn't it? Hopefully he's fine, innit? Because obviously the guy went off on a... Did he go off on a stretcher? Oh, no, he walked off, didn't he? They got a stretcher on and then he walked off, so hopefully he's all right, but it was phenomenal. Best right back in the country, possibly in the world. I got to cheer myself up in it. Hids dropped for the 179. If we win the Prem, that's 6 of the last 11 won. Yeah, man, we got to win the Prem now. Serious paid if we don't win the Prem, I'm telling you now. I don't know how I'm going to be able to. If we don't win the Prem, you better believe that day, that on that Monday, because I think we play Villa on a Sunday, that Monday, I want Haaland signed for Man City at that. I need it. Otherwise I'm going to be in serious pain. MCFC Adam with a 179. Yes, bro. With Mbappe now staying at PSG, could Haaland go Real Madrid? I've not seen Mbappe staying at PSG, bro. As far as I was aware, he's still going Real Madrid, man. Unless I've missed something. I don't know, man. I thought he was still going Real Madrid. But nah, I don't think Haaland's going to go Real Madrid, mate. How can you with Karim Benzema's form? Don't see it. But if I've missed something on the PSG thing, then let us know, innit? I thought he was still going. Craig Bradley, sorry. Member for 9 months, but Ferner got an assist, so no guarantees Walker would have got the assist. Can't blame the right back. That's very true. That's very, very true, Craig. That's in response to James's super chat about Kyle Walker. Of course, Fernandinho did actually... This is why I thought he got unfairly criticised, Fernandinho, in that first leg, because he sort of evened himself out, because he tried to nick the ball off Vinicius Jr., did nick it, passed it to someone, got the ball back, put the ball in the box, Foden scored. He did exactly the same thing. Vinicius spinned him, they scored. So basically, it evened itself out. But everyone, of course, people don't look at that. People just go, oh, Fernandinho cost us a goal. Fernandinho, if he would have Kyle Walker. Like, well, Kyle Walker wouldn't have nicked the ball and then put that ball in for Foden, because there's not as good a crosser. He's not great at crossing, Kyle Walker. So, very good point, that, Craig. Very good point indeed. Dare to go coming in with a 7. I have to start asking questions about Ederson's distribution is worth all the horrendous mistakes he makes for us in big spots. Growing sick of it. I tell you what, guys, we're coming under a lot of pressure to speak about Ederson. A lot of pressure. And I don't want to do it because I love him. But a lot of people are like, Jordan, LB, you've got to speak about Ederson, man. And I'm like, nah. I'm not speaking about him. But it's the pressure's ramping up on me, guys. So look, I probably won't speak about him now until the end of the season, because I don't want to do that really to any of the players, because we've got such a big 2 weeks ahead of us. But maybe in the summer we can have a conversation about it. You know what I mean? Maybe look at some stats or whatever. Look at his save percentages, his errors, and we can have a conversation about it. But yeah, a lot of people are talking about it, man. You know what I mean? I love Ederson, and I don't think I'll ever be on the situation of, I think we need to replace him. But a lot of people are in that camp, or starting to ask the question, is his distribution worth it? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know if that's not for right now, Dare to go, but maybe in the summer, maybe we'll have a conversation about it, bro. Right, okay. 3rd point. So just to recap, guys. Reason number 1 why City are not in the Champions League final. Not clinical enough. Mainly in the first leg. We should have scored 6 or 7 goals. It's not even capping. That's honestly legit. Should have scored 6 or 7 goals. That's one of the reasons why we're not in the Champions League final. Reason number 2, the referee didn't give us... The referee's handball decision against Laporte by the letter of the law was incorrect. Incorrect. By the letter of the law. Want to see the full investigation? Panorama style, go watch the live stream from last week. Go into it all, get the law out, got the book, got the rules, read the presentation, showed you the examples. It's not handball. Right, number 3, and this is possibly controversial, but got to speak about it, innit, guys, because we can't just be a bunch of melts. Substitutions last night. Gotta be careful what we say here. I don't want to upset anyone. Right, subs. So what I want to do is, I want to get the subs up. Here we go. I wanted to get the subs up. The time, so I can see what times the subs were made. Where is it? On that one. There we go. Right. Okay. So first substitution, bit of a double sub. 4 substitution. This was Ilkay Gundogan came off. Ilkay Gundogan come on for De Bruyne. And Zinchenko came on for Kyle Walker. So the Kyle Walker-Zinchenko one, tick. We give that one a tick because he has to do it. Kyle Walker's dusted. He's injured. The Gundogan one for Kevin De Bruyne. Seen a lot of people moaning about this. Right? At that point, were we 1-0 up? At that point, we were... No, we weren't 1-0 up. At that point, it was 0-0. But we scored straight away. Gundogan gave a great ball inside to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva sets up Mahrez. 1-0. Back of the driller. At that point, can you really say that that's a bad substitution? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. The guy who he's just put on the pitch, has just played a great ball through to Bernardo Silva, and we've just scored. You know what I mean? And Kevin De Bruyne wasn't having the best game in the world anyway. So I don't really think... I've seen some people saying he shouldn't have done that. He should have left Kevin De Bruyne on. There are rumours as well that he might have been a bit injured there as well. For me, I think that substitution, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with that one. Next up, Gabriel Jesus for Jack Grealish. Okay. So at this point, we had Phil Foden up top. We had Riyad Mahrez on the right-hand side, and Jack Grealish went to the left-hand side. Don't have a problem with that, guys. I really don't have a problem with that one. I think Jack Grealish can hold the ball up very, very well. Bit like Mahrez in many respects. He wins a lot of free kicks, and I actually think when he came on the pitch, not in extra time. In extra time, the whole team was trash. But in that 12 minutes that he played, he was very, very good. I thought he was very, very impressive. Unlucky not to get a goal. He's winning free kicks. Happy days. So again, Gabby Jesus, is he as good as holding the ball up as Jack Grealish? No. Does he win as many fouls as Jack Grealish? No. We're winning 1-0, 2-0 actually, because we got the extra goal. What do you need in the last 12 minutes? We need to kill the game. We need to hold the ball. We need to win free kicks. We need to run down the clock. Tick. But this one, guys, this next one for me, I don't know about this one. He takes off Riyad Mahrez and puts Fernandinho on. Now, one of the things that I always speak about with Riyad Mahrez and the Champions League is that one of the best things about Riyad Mahrez is the guy never loses the ball. He's incredible when he's on the ball. Incredible. There were 5 minutes to go, and they needed to score 2 goals. It was going to be all Real Madrid, which basically meant whenever we got the ball and put it forward, we were going to be under severe pressure, and we was highly likely going to we was going to lose the ball. So in that situation, I just think maybe we should have kept Riyad Mahrez on the football pitch because he can keep the ball. He's very, very good at keeping the ball. He's very cool under pressure. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not going to say it's a downvote. I'm just sort of like, not sure about that. I really not. I think Riyad Mahrez probably should have stayed on the football pitch. Rodri came off on 100 minutes for Raheem Sterling. By that time, the game was already dead. We weren't, I think, pretty much, as you could tell from the watch along last night, as soon as they scored the penalty, my hopes were over pretty much. I just didn't see us coming back. The one thing that I would say, which I think he should have done, however, I'm going to hold my hands up, and I didn't think of this at the time. It was only someone in the stream yesterday that mentioned it. Or it was either someone in the stream in the chat or someone on Twitter or something. But if you think about it, right, with 5 minutes to go, they need 2 goals. What does most teams do when they need goals in a desperate situation? They start launching the ball into the penalty area. So for me, Nathan Ake, he's one of the best headers of a football at our football club. His aerial duel percentage, like win completion or whatever it's called, he's one of the best going. He's absolutely phenomenal in the air. Now, I'm going to, again, guys, I didn't think about this at the time, so I can't sit here and be like, oh, I said he should have done this, because I didn't. But looking back at it, which of course it's a lot easier to do, but I'm sure this is what Pep will be doing. I'm sure this is what the players will be doing, because they've got to look back at what went wrong. They've got to look at what would we do in this scenario next time. I think, like, next time you shove Nathan Ake in between Laporte and Diaz, and you say you head every single ball that comes into that area. And of course, if he was in that area between Laporte and Diaz, he probably would have been in the area where Rodrigo was for the second goal. So, look, I think that's something that probably he should have done. Again, didn't think of it at the time myself. Don't know how many people said it about in the chat. So it's not, I don't think it was a decision that everyone was saying at the time. But I think it's one of them things that you just look back at now, don't you? And you go, it was screaming out for Nathan Ake just to be shoved on in that penalty area and just head everything away. It's easier, like I said, guys, it's easier to say it now after the fact. It is easier to say it after the fact, but I think it was screaming us in the face, and none of us... I don't remember seeing many people in the chat saying, get Ake on, get Ake on. You know what I mean? So, But he was there, he was available, and we never did it. And yeah, so potentially substitutions from Pep as a potential reason. Could he have thrown Nathan Ake on there? And if he did, would that have helped us? Don't know if it would have helped so much on the first goal, but I think on the second goal for Rodrigo, that's exactly where Ake would be with Rodrigo. That second goal doesn't happen. So maybe that's a thing. So I'm going to put that as reason number 3. So far, guys, we've got not clinical in the first leg as a reason. Referee decision to award Real Madrid a penalty in the first leg as a reason. And maybe, a bit controversial, but could Pep have put Ake on as a substitution in the last 5 minutes to just help out the defence as a reason? Right, fourth reason, guys. If you got any comments on that, on the substitutions, let us know. See what people are saying. Oh, nothing on the Ake situation. I've missed it. I don't know if anyone's got anything on the Ake situation, whether anyone disagrees. Could it have made it worse? Having more players in the penalty area, I don't know, made it a bit more crazy, I don't know. But for me, I think, yeah, probably should have put Ake on. Wasn't the reason why we lost. Was it a contributing factor? Possibly. Right, anyway, I'm going to move on to number 4. The referee last night was absolutely atrocious, guys. Absolutely atrocious. Guys, like the stream if you think the referee was trash last night. We're on 300 likes, 600 people in the stream. I want these likes at 600 because every single person in the stream must agree that referee was absolutely a disgrace. And for the people that were in the watch-along last night, you will back me up that when Casemiro did that challenge on Kevin De Bruyne in the 8th minute, I said that's a massive, massive moment in this game. Said it. Because if Casemiro is booked, they're screwed. And I seen people today on Twitter and that saying, yeah, but if Casemiro would have got booked for Kevin De Bruyne, he wouldn't have fouled Foden. Well, then Foden would have been free to run at the defence. You know what I mean? So that's a non-comeback. It's a dead comeback. That Casemiro yesterday should have been sent off within 30 minutes. If they're playing with 10 men for 60 minutes, I don't see them going through. And again, it's a contributing factor. Is it the reason why we've gone out? No. But has it contributed to the reason why we've gone out? 100%, because if Casemiro's not on the pitch and they've got to play with 10 men for 60 minutes, the odds of them scoring 2 goals is highly unlikely. The odds of us scoring more than 1 goal because they've got less players on the pitch is improved. So again, guys, what's your thoughts on this one? For me, it's a contributing factor. Is it the reason why we went out last night? Probably not. Has it contributed to us going out? 100% it has. 100% it has. That referee last night was an absolute disgrace, man. A disgrace. Casemiro, 2 of the cleanest yellow cards you've ever seen. And by the way, this isn't like a Casemiro hate. I ain't got nothing against Casemiro. I think he's a very, very good footballer. And we highlighted it before the game that he's a very good footballer. You know what I mean? But he should have been sent off yesterday. Contributing factor. Kana, I think your name is, says, can you do a detailed analysis video on Edison's performance in all Champions League defeats? I think it's time to get a new goalkeeper. I don't know if you was in a moment ago, but what I said is basically we'll probably have a conversation about it in the summer, because I don't really want to do like don't really want to do a negative video on a player. I don't ever want to do a negative video on a player, but I especially don't want to do it 2 weeks left when we're in a massive title battle. So Edison has my full support, and I think he has most people's support in the stream and the City fans. But there are a lot of City fans saying we need to look at Edison. Is he the right guy going forward? So we can have a conversation about it in the summer, but I'm not going to do nothing until this league's over, man, because I don't want no pressure. I don't want these players seeing nothing bad in it. So, yeah, that's the answer to that question. Right, okay, so, yeah, referee decision last night, thought it was atrocious. Do you remember that one, actually, when Militao climbed on Foden, completely flattened Foden, and the referee gave a foul against Foden? It was an absolute disgrace. It was laughable. It really, really, really was laughable. Referee last night, something seriously dodgy going on there. 2 of the cleanest yellow cards you've ever seen. Raheem Sterling putting a fantastic sliding tackle. One of the best sliding tackles I've ever seen in my life. Beautiful. Referee gives a foul and a yellow card to Raheem Sterling. Completely bizarre, completely inconsistent, not following the rules. And yet again, big decision gone against us in this semi-final of the Champions League. Contributing factor. Not the reason why we went out, but our reason. Guys, go download the OneFootball app for all your daily news, updates, stats, in-game commentaries, voting, interactive voting, guys. Go check it out. They're sponsored today's stream. Absolute goats, you know it. Supported us for a long time now, guys. So go support us by downloading. It's completely free app to download. Absolute legends. And yeah, QR code on screen, as you can see. You can use that on your camera. You can use a link, or you can use a link in the description or pinned comment. That's number 4. So again, just to recap, the 4 reasons so far why Man City have gone out is 1, we're not clinical enough in the first leg. Number 2, the penalty against Laporte wasn't a penalty by the letter of the law. Go check out the video that we did where we read out the rules and show you examples of the law as per IFAB regulations. The substitution from Pep Guardiola. Should he have kept Mahrez on? Should he have kept De Bruyne on? Should he have thrown Ake on? Everyone will have a different opinion on that, guys. You know what I mean? No one's going to agree on that. Some people are saying, nah, it was right to say Kev off. Some people are saying he should have kept Kev on. I'm saying he should have kept Mahrez on. Other people say, nah, keep Mahrez on. No one at the time really said get Ake on. But I think most people now are like, probably should have put Ake on. So, look, easier said now when the dust has settled. But could our subs have been better? Maybe. And number 4, the referee last night was a disgrace. Real Madrid should have been down to 10 men after 30 minutes. Buzzing. Number 5, right before I get to number 5, got Nathan here with the super chat, 179. The ref was high-fiving Modric. When do refs do that? I think it's inappropriate. I think that to the players on the pitch, the City players on the pitch probably don't care about it, to be honest, Nathan. I don't think they care about it. But when, as fans, we're watching a performance where we believe that that referee has made some absolutely shocking and inconsistent decisions, which potentially have cost us the tie, I think then for him to start high-fiving football players, probably inappropriate. Probably nothing in the rules to say you can't high-five a football player, and I don't think they should do that. I just think when you're refereeing such a high-profile football match, where the eyes of the world are on you, I just think that's not the right thing to be doing. I think you just need to stay really, really impartial. Show that you're trying to referee that game in a fair and balanced way. And, yeah, I just don't think that was appropriate. I was a referee for many years. It's not an easy job. Don't get me wrong. It's not an easy job. But these referees make it harder for themselves. They really, really do. They make it harder for themselves. And, you know, people say, oh, you know, if you was a referee, you'd understand. I was a referee. I was a referee as a 14-year-old, mate, refereeing, you know, teenagers. At 16, I was refereeing under 18s, 20-year-olds. Because when you're 16, you can referee pretty much all ages, where you could do back when I was refereeing. It's a tough gig. It's a hard job. But let me tell you now, someone with experience, these referees are shite. They're bad. They're bad referees. And I'm happy to say that. They're very, very bad Premier League referees. Remember that guy, what's called Paul Tierney? Not a good referee. Not a good referee. Very, very poor. And I try and be balanced. I spent an hour watching Jake Humphrey's podcast, High Performance, with that fella from Altrincham. What's he called? Anthony Taylor, the referee. He done a podcast with him. And I tried to listen. I listened to it, and Anthony Taylor was explaining the refereeing decisions and this, that, and the other. And I try and not have this mindset of these referees are trash, but they just let you down all the time. They just let you down all the time. Every single game you watch, they seem to be making bad decisions. And I thought it was just English referees. I don't think it is. I think they're all just rubbish. And it's not all of them, of course. And like I say, they do have a difficult job. And I'm saying this off the back of 2 weeks where I feel like we've been really unfairly punished. But yeah, I think there's serious improvements needed. Pep Guardiola with a 449. The referee was match fixing against us last night, in my opinion. Look, I said what I've said, Pep. I think the referee was poor last night. Easy. Easy decision. Oh, yeah, you forgot the added time and extra time, yeah. When he gave 3 minutes injury time when it should have been about 6 or 7. And then he stopped the game before the 3 minutes injury time had even been played. It's just bizarre, man. Just bizarre. Honestly. Just don't make it easy for themselves. It's like that they want to be controversial. I don't know, because it gives us something to speak about. It gives the media something to speak about after the game. Ooh, check out this massive decision. Back papers of the papers on Sunday mornings. Huge decision. Referee controversy. Do they want this? I don't know. And I think they need to be accepted. They need to accept that the standards of refereeing in these days is not good. Not good. And I'd say this as well. Fans don't want to be moaning about the referees. We genuinely don't. We don't care about you. We think you're irrelevant. And I'm saying that in the nicest possible way. I'm not saying it to be a dick. I'm saying it because we don't watch football matches to watch the referees. We watch it to watch these brilliant football players. So if you could do us a favour, just make the referees, make the correct calls. Don't be making no controversial decisions. Utilise VAR where appropriate. We'll all get along fine. But at the moment, man, you're making it really difficult for us. Right. Next up. Reason number 5 why Manchester City are out of the Champions League. So, number 1 was not clinical enough. Number 2 was the penalty against Laporte wasn't a penalty. Number 3 was should the Pep Guardiola substitutions have been better or should he have thrown Ake on? Refereeing decisions yesterday were absolutely atrocious. And number 5, and it's probably the one that hurts the most, the players bottled it, man. It hurts me to say that, but they did. They bottled it. They had, 5 minutes to go? 6 minutes to go with injury time? Because the first goal went in just on the 90th minute mark, I think. Score that first goal. On the 90th minute mark? I'm on the wrong bloody... Oh, I'm not on the wrong bloody game. What am I for? There you go, yeah. Rodrigo, first goal, 90 minutes. They bottled it. The game management went completely out the window. There's been some really, really good Twitter accounts today, City fans who have clipped up different parts of the game in that last sort of 3 to 4 minutes just before they scored the goal, and you got 2-goal cushion. We should have killed that game. We should have been taking it to the corner flag. Every time they touched us, we should have been going down, rolling around. And I'm afraid our game management yesterday, which, by the way, is kind of strange because our game management is usually superb. We always see that clip of us at Old Trafford absolutely ruining United in the corner flag for about 5 minutes. Really strange last night. We didn't go to the corner flag once. I just felt like, yeah, the game management just wasn't there yesterday. Some of the decisions on the ball were poor. Leading up to the first goal, I think leading up to the second goal, we probably had the ball for about 5 seconds. They scored within 90 seconds of the first one. And I just think, yeah, it's really frustrating, but I think, were we a bit cocky? Were we arrogant? Were we naive in that last 5 minutes? I don't know. I don't know what the answer to the question is. Because it's so un-City-like. We're usually on point in them last minutes. We know what we're doing. We keep the ball. We got players like Gundogan, Bernardo Silva on the pitch. Keep the ball. Grealish, keep the ball. Couldn't keep the ball. Couldn't keep the ball. Didn't go to the corner flags. And yeah, just a bit weird. Very, very unlike a City performance. So I'm afraid it has to go in the list of the 5th reason, and it's the worst reason for me, because it's like I say, it's so unlike City. But yeah, unfortunately the players bottled it, and they know they bottled it. I've seen the pictures of the players getting on the coach before, and they all looked absolutely down in the dumps. I feel sorry for the players. They must be absolutely distraught at what happened last night. Minutes away from the Champions League final, and they've thrown it away. No one else to blame. say we can go through the points, and like I say, I really want to try and get people away from just saying that last 5 minutes, that's where we lost it. Yes, okay, technically that is correct, but there were definitely other things in across the 180 minutes which caused us to go out of the competition. It wasn't just that last 5 minutes, but ultimately, the facts are that with 5 minutes to go, we're going through to the final, and they've let 2-goal cushions slip. It's difficult, man. Difficult. Players like Diaz. Diaz didn't have a great game yesterday. If you look at the first goal for Real Madrid, the ball, he's played to Benzema on the left-hand side. Diaz needs to get across that 6-yard area and block that cross. He doesn't. He's sleeping. He gives the penalty away as well. He doesn't need to make that challenge for the penalty. He didn't have a great game yesterday. Rodri, for the penalty, should have intercepted the ball, but he was gassed out. Just really difficult, man. And, you know, my main concern now, it's done now, innit? Nothing we can do. My main concern now is, can these players get themselves going again for Sunday? And I'm seeing people say, yeah, they'll be fine, they'll be fuming. They'll batter Newcastle. This was tough. This was a tough one to take, man. I don't know. I just don't think it's a... I hear what people are saying, that, oh yeah, on Sunday, people will be back, they'll be angry, they'll want to take their frustration out on Newcastle. Which, yes, it all logically makes sense. But when you took a defeat in that manner, that is a difficult one to take, guys. And this is why I'm saying the players are going to need everyone's support from now till Sunday. You know what I mean? We need to be one. This club needs to be one. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying not to highlight any individual situation, any individual player, the manager. I'm trying to spread last night across the 2 ties, because that's what I just don't think it's healthy for the football club and the fans to be saying, this is what happened, this is why we went out, that person's fault, or this person's fault, or they didn't do this, or they didn't do that. Try and spread it out across the 2 legs and say, look, these are the things that contributed to us going out. I think that's probably the more healthy thing to do, man. But yeah, Manchester City are at the Champions League, and it's fucking... This is up there with one of the worst defeats I've ever experienced as a City fan. Genuinely. It's awful. It's awful. Mr. Roll up with a 2. After Madrid's first goal, it was dark arts time. No. You know what, Mr. Roll up? You're wrong. Before that, it was the dark arts time. In the 88th minute, it was the dark arts time. In the 87th minute, it was the dark arts time. You do the dark arts then. Of course, when they score that goal, you continue to do the dark arts. But we should have been doing the dark arts as basically, as soon as Mahrez scored that goal in the 75th minute, we should have been doing the dark arts from then. We should have been taking the piss. We should have been rolling around on the floor. We should have been saying, oh, I've got cramp, ref. Oh, stop the game. Oh, I got a head injury, ref, stop the game. And I know some people don't like that. I understand the reasons why. But in these high-stakes games, when you're playing against the most prestigious European football club in history, in Real Madrid, who've won it 13 times, you do everything you possibly can to see your way through that game, regardless of how disgusting it might be. That's what we should have done, man. But again, the players have to learn this. They've got to go through these dark times, and they will learn and they will get better from this situation. I have absolutely no doubts about that. They will learn from this. They will get better from this. And if we're in that situation again, they will manage that game better. They will manage it better. Nathan with a 179. Number 1 defeat for me, 5 minutes away from Paris. It was awful, mate. It was awful, because the thing is with the Chelsea game, yeah, what, they scored in the first half, was it? Chelsea v Man City. Champions League final. Yeah, they scored in the 42nd minute, and to be honest, we didn't really look like scoring at all. I'm looking at the stats from that final. We have 1 shot on target. We never really looked like scoring. It was all hope. We didn't really look like scoring that day. So it hurt, of course. You just lost a Champions League final, but we never really. As soon as they went 1-0 up, that was it. I didn't really see us scoring a goal. Last night we was there. Taste the final. You had quite high confidence levels that you could taste the final because you was 5 minutes away from the final and you had to score 2 goals. So we maybe got a bit complacent. I did. I was like, we're fucking in the final there. These boys are going to do it. And they didn't. Tottenham, that was a disgusting one, but that was slightly different circumstances. But, yeah, look, that's it. Hanging. I mean, we went through it together. For those that were in the watch-along last night, it wasn't easy. Wasn't nice, was it? But you got to accept the L's. Football banter is part of the game. You got to accept it, guys. You know what I mean? If you're going to school, you're getting murked by your mates. If you're going to work, you're getting roasted by your colleagues. Just accept it. You know what I mean? Nathan with a 449. To watch this team crumble like that in 2 minutes, we never expire next that before. That's why it hurt so bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't typically. We own those situations, Nathan. We own those situations. 5 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go, away from home. We know what we're doing there. We get into the corner flag. We're killing that game. We're killing that game. We're shutting it down. We're shutting that game down. We didn't do it last night. I don't know why. I can't, for the life of me, I don't know why. I don't know why. Bestra Fung with a 10 says, I think we have a better chance at winning the Champions League next season with Alvarez, Haaland and possibly Declan Rice too. If we manage it, these players will go down as legends. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, we had a striker in that first leg who knows where the net is. We're decent. Look at Boy Alvarez in South Africa. Not South Africa, South America. Guy's slamming, mate. Julian Alvarez. Big talent. Big talent. Hot prospect. What else are we doing? Oh, we're signing Haaland. Most in-demand player in world football right now? Probably. Different styles of striker as well. Pep's got options. Pep's got options next season. He wants someone a bit quicker, a bit more agile, low on the ground, Aguero-like, Tevez-like. Put Alvarez in there. We need a bit more physicality. Haaland in there. You want to play 2 up top? Play 2 up top. We've not seen that since Negredo and Aguero. That was some of the best football I've ever seen. And obviously, if we get a CDM, highly linked with Frankie de Jong at the moment, I'm led to believe that's quite a good possibility that's going to happen. Left back, not heard anything on that. Right back, not heard anything on that. And the outgoings is still up in the air. So, yeah. Wow. Mad, innit? It's a difficult one to take, guys. And the players must be feeling like fucking shit, honestly, because this is their career. It's their livelihood. A bit different for them, innit? They'll be asked about this in 15 years' time. Kevin De Bruyne's doing TV work for Sky, or whoever he's going to do TV work for in 10 years' time, 5 years' time. They'll be like, oh, Kev, what was it like when you played in that game when the team bottled it? Fernandinho, what was it like when you was in that team where the team bottled it? They're going to be asked these questions. We ain't going to be asked these questions. You ain't going to be asked these questions. This is their careers. I feel so sorry for them. I feel so sorry for them, man. Nick Toda 35. Is it a common theme that players don't get yellow cards when they play us? I know it sounds petty, but we really do get stiffed by the ref. You are right. Milner should have been sent off at Anfield. Thiago should have been sent off at the Etihad. Casemiro should have been sent off. Massive moments. The Thiago one, not so much, because I think that second foul was in like the 85th minute. So how much of an impact that would have had on the game, I'm not so sure. But James Milner at Anfield, he should have been sent off rapid time. And Casemiro should have been sent off within 30 minutes last night. Both big moments in the season. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. Is it these referees trying to keep 11 versus 11? Do they want to keep 11 versus 11 on the pitch? The TVs? I don't know. Pep Guardiola again with a 179. Alvarez and Haaland. Yeah, mate. I think we're going to see a different style of football to this season. I think this season and last season, very slow, very methodical. Pass accuracy incredibly high. We move up the pitch very slowly, and we really try and penetrate with a high degree of accuracy. I think next season, I actually think we're going to play a little bit more like Liverpool next season. A bit more direct, get the ball forward quicker. I think that's how we're going to play next season. Could be wrong. That's just how I've just got a feeling that we're going to play a little bit different, and I think we're going to play a little bit more like Liverpool just because of the personnel. We can't play like Liverpool now because we don't have the personnel to play like Liverpool. But next season, we do have the personnel to play like Liverpool. So maybe we'll see a slight change, a little bit more direct, more counter attacks, attacking with speed, with pace, more shots. Oh, that could be arse, by the way. I don't know. That's what I think, though. My personal opinion on it. Right. Okay. There are my 5 reasons why City are out the Champions League. Not clinical enough in the first leg. Should have scored more than 4 goals. And again, I think this is not a lesson to people, but I think it's a real sort of reminder that just because you won the first leg doesn't mean anything. It's half time. You don't celebrate at 45 minutes if you're winning. You celebrate at full time. So I think the club needs to learn that. Referee decision in the first leg already proven that Laporte's handball was not a handball. If you think that it was a handball, I urge you to go and watch the live stream that I did last week, where we proved by the IFAB, the people who regulate the game, they're saying that this is not a handball by the letter of the law, and they show examples. And Marcos Rojo, who is one of the examples, is pretty much a carbon copy of Laporte, and they say it's not a penalty. For people who say his arm was in an unnatural position, they've also given an example of a guy whose arm is above his head like this, or his hand, and it's no penalty. But if you play the ball with your head, basically what they're saying is, it's not a pen. Nick Toll, with a 35, Liverpool have played 9 games this season against teams that have gone down to 10 men. There must be some sort of bias against us. What's even the point? I don't know, man. I don't know what we're doing wrong. Are we not doing the dark arts? Are we not rolling around enough? Are we being too nicey? Are we getting up? We get kicked, we just get up straight away. Oh, that's all right, ref. Do we need to become more of a bit of, getting the referees here? I don't know. I don't know what it is. But it's only sort of now that this is all sort of coming to light. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. The madness. Guys, go download the One Football app. Link in the description. They've sponsored today's stream. QR code as well there. When you download it, select whoever you support as your favourite team, whether it be City, Liverpool, United, whoever it is. You get all the team news straight to your phone. Transfer news and transfer rumours, which is, of course, popping off right now with the transfer window. It's very close now. It's just over a month away. You've got in-game stats, in-game commentary, and much, much more, including interactive voting on things like who you think's going to win the match and man of the match as well. So go download the app. You do help support the channel. And again, it is completely free. Right, guys, I'll leave it there. It's disappointing, of course it is. I don't know. I'll message Big Steve tomorrow. I know a lot of people want me to get Big Steve on, get his opinion on it. He's a very positive guy. Don't know what he's going to think about it yesterday. Will he come on and, be disappointed? Or, well, obviously he'll be disappointed, but will he come on and be a little bit more frustrated than normal? Or will he still be sort of like buzzing for the season? I don't know. I've not really spoken to him. I texted him last night. He was gutted. And I don't know that I've not spoken to him this morning. I've not spoken today. So, yeah, I'll message him tomorrow anyway. His flight's been delayed, so I don't want to message him tonight to pester him. Got a bit of travelling to do. So, I'll message him tomorrow. See if he's game to do some sort of video or stream tomorrow night. If not, that's probably going to be the last of it in terms of conversation about it, in terms of main channel activity. Yeah, madness. Incredible. Saturday night, Liverpool versus Tottenham Hotspur. Huge game in the Premier League. Can Harry Kane, can Son, can Conte do a madness? Me and Jordan are going to be watching this on a Tier 3 Extra Club watch-along. So if you guys want to come and join us for that, become a Tier 3 Extra Club member. The link is in the description. Help support the channel. You get yourself a badge to show your loyalty as well. And you really, really do help support the channel, guys. So we're going to be watching that on Saturday night. We'll have the preview coming out for the game against Newcastle. Massive game. Press conference live reaction, that'll be here as well. We need to understand about these injury concerns. What's happening with Johnny Stones? What's happening with Walker? What's happening with Kev? We need to know. We need to know what's going on. So that press conference is going to be absolutely huge, guys. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss any of our videos. And unless anyone else has got something to say, I'll probably get off. Just a quick one, guys. For any tier 3 members, I'm not doing the stream tonight. Jordan's not here. I was going to do it on my own, but I spoke to the guys in the Discord server before, and I was just like, you know what? I just don't have the energy. I'll just be sat here and be miserable. So, swerving it tonight. We're back on Saturday night for the tier 3. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, man. Mbappe signed a 2-year contract with PSG, says Courtney. What? Is that real? Or I just like, what the hell? I've just, Courtney, instead of typing in Mbappe contract, I typed in Garrett, which is your surname, and it's come up with Garrett Solicitors. That's how you can tell. I've had hardly any sleep. Me and Jordan was up till 5 AM. I had very little sleep. 4 hours max. My brain's not logged on, innit? Mbappe, PSG contract. Why is he signing a new contract at PSG, the weirdo? He signed a new 2-year deal. He's getting a salary of £42 million a year. And you get a signing on bonus of 85 million. No way. No way. That's mad. How much money is that? I'm going to have to calculate this, guys. What? That is a joke. How do you get a calculator up? Calculator. I'm going to calculate. Right, so if we do 42, right, plus 85, it's 127 million. It's a 2-year contract, so divide that by 2. 63 million pound a year divided by 52 weeks in a year. He's getting 1.2 million pounds a week. Nah, no way is that real. No way is that real. He can't be getting paid 1.2 million pounds a week, guys. 1.2 million pound a week. What? It's fake. To be fair, people say it's fake, but there's loads of stuff on here about it. I think. I don't know. But if that is true, that is absolutely wild. It's absolutely wild. Why would you stay at PSG, man? That's dead, man. Get yourself out of PSG, bro. You want to win Champions League in that? Obviously, you can't come City in it because we ain't going to win Champions League. Go somewhere else. Go Real Madrid. Right, yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm back tomorrow, possibly with a Big Steve video. If not, me and Jordan will do something. Got the press conference reaction. I think the press conference might be tomorrow, not on Saturday, because I don't think they do press conferences on Saturday. I'm not 100% sure on that. So stay tuned, because if we do a press conference reaction, it'll be sort of mid-afternoon tomorrow, sort of like 2 to 4 o'clock. So make sure you stay tuned. That's UK time, 2 p.m., 4 o'clock UK time tomorrow. That's if the press conference is tomorrow, which I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think they do press conferences on a Saturday. Not 100% sure now, but I don't think they do. Right, guys, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining me. Gutted again about the result. But yeah, we go again. Have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow.